Hello everyone, I am Nidhi Bhatnagar Harjai. I am an audiologist and speech language pathologist. In today's video, we will be talking about certain fine motor activities which can be done along with the toys which are available with all the children at home. We often play with the toys and just leave them to be until the child gets bored out of them, or just we throw them away thinking that they are now useless. But if you are on a journey of teaching your child the prerequisites of learning speech and language, then I would suggest these few activities which are fun, simple, and easy to execute and go a long way in teaching a child the basic speech and language skills. My most favorite thing, which I generally prefer to start with all my children, is the classic old piggy bank. So here we take a simple piggy bank which is not too fancy and which is not too distracting for the child, and it has to be familiar for the child. If you bring a new piggy bank and try to do the activity, the child will be more fascinated with the new toy or the new piggy bank. So get in the piggy bank, keep it for a day or two. Once the child has seen it, played with it, and knows nothing what else can be done with it, that is where we are going to introduce this activity. So we are going to bring our piggy and we are going to give the child some coins. And once you are handing over the coins to the child, you need to show him how to pick up the coin, or we need to emphasize on the pincer grasp, that is using the index finger and the thumb to pick up one coin and then inserting the coin inside the piggy bank. So you pick up the coin, tell the child, hold it like this with your first finger and your thumb, pick it up, इसको उठाओ और अब हम इसको डालेंगे बैंक के अंदर. So it goes in. So when you are doing the activity of actually putting the coin inside, you are going to give language and you're going to make the child speak the word andar or inside or in. And suppose when you are starting, just start with simple 10 to 15 coins and ask the child to put the coin inside the piggy bank. Once you feel that the child has quickly finished the activity and the 10 to 15 coins are already inside the piggy bank, take out more coins and then tell the child that, okay, let's take turns. You'll get the first turn, you feed the piggy, and then it will be my turn. So in the same activity, you are also incorporating the activity which is going to focus on turn taking. So teach the child that your turn, now wait, it's my turn. So however rushed or however impatiently the activity is performed by the child, you need to ensure that you do it in a slow paced manner where you are speaking what you're doing. Okay, so let's pick up a coin. That's my coin and I'm going to feed my piggy. So that's the coin and there it goes inside. So your turn. So if the child is doing it in a rushed manner and we ourselves are also doing it in a rushed manner, we are not really teaching the child anything. So that's the first activity where we are using a piggy bank and some coins, and we are teaching the child how to take turns and how to use the pincer grasp and putting the coin inside. Of course, this activity also focuses on the eye-hand coordination when the child is performing the task. So now coming to activity number 2. This here is a simple bead box or a beads pattern box which is available at all the toy shops or can be constructed by you yourself at home. So what we have done, they are basically simple sticks. You can use chopsticks which are available at all utensil stores or grocery stores, or simple bamboo sticks which are available in the market, and take some beads of various colors, say the 4 primary colors, which is red, green, blue and yellow, and we collect 10 beads of each color. Thereafter, we are going to prepare some cards which will act as a reference for the child. So if you look carefully, my child already has the receptive language and identifies all the colors. So what I have done, I have made a pattern with the 3 colors here: green, red, 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 green, yellow, yellow, green. So I show this card to the child and I take the child's name and tell him Rio, Let's make the same pattern here. Look how mommy is doing it. Let's pick up the green bead and put it inside. See the next color. Which is the next color? Hand me over the next color. It is red. So give me a red bead and take the red bead from the child and put it inside. If you feel that the child is not cooperating or wants to lead the activity himself, you can hold the card in your hand and guide the child कि चलो यहाँ पे देखो और ये देखो first color कौन सा है? Green. Make the child put the first bead which is green in color, and thereby following the same pattern you make him put the beads one by one. Again, this activity is focusing on his fine motor skills, on his eye-hand coordination, and of course the pincer grasp when he picks up the bead and tries to put it inside. Now these kind of cards have to be several. So it will be a good idea if you can cut out, long strips, vertical strips out of a hard cardboard or maybe a thick white sheet, and take permanent markers. You can use bindis or round stickers which are available in the market to create such cards. So I'm just going to show you a few patterns. So here again there are three colors, blue, yellow and green. You could start with very simple patterns like comprising of two colors only, red and blue, and thereby once you feel that the child is becoming better at doing this activity, you increase the pattern to three colors, and once you feel he's able to do the three colors as well, you can make it even more complex by using all four colors and then using different permutations and combinations to make him actually put the bead inside or onto the stick. Now just make sure that when you are doing these activities have to be such that there are no further distractions, right? So it has to be a firm cardboard box. They have to be firmly placed. If your sticks keep dwindling around, if they keep falling around in the tray, then that wouldn't be a good idea. So if suppose you do not have a box which has these holes inside it, you can take a big block of clay or plasticine and just put it on a piece of tray, fix the stick into it so that the stick is not moving and is not becoming a distraction for the child. So just keep in mind that the child should have an activity which is going to be fixed in one place, and you have to speak along while you're making him do that activity. So this was activity number 2. Again, a very similar activity which can be done is this toy which is called the Plot 4 and is again very readily available at all stationery shops and toy shops. Here again the game is played differently, but while we are trying to teach our child the fine motor skills, we are going to take these coins with us and we have pre-prepared a pattern like this for the child, and thereafter we tell the child to imitate this pattern or to replicate this pattern. So just keep these coins on the table or you can hold them in your hand and tell the child, okay Rio, see the first one, which is the first one. This is yellow, yellow. So the child might do it in a reverse fashion. He might think I put the red in first, but it will go down. No, that's a wrong attempt. So say for example, the child wants to match the first one because that's how he sees it and he puts it here. Oh, that's an incorrect one. It is not matching the one on the side. Let's try again in the next line. I think you should try with the yellow. So take the yellow, put it inside like this. Very good. Try the second one. Oh, it's a yellow again. Just ask him to pick up the coin or the counter again with the thumb and the first finger like this, and then try to insert it inside. As the child is doing it, make sure that you are continuously talking about the activity. You're speaking in a slow, controlled manner. Your tone is very encouraging and pleasing. It should not feel that you're shouting or you're scolding the child. Make the child enjoy the activity. So this is the activity of Plot 4. Next activity which I would like to show you is something which is very simple and one of my favorite go-to activities, where we take in a tray, a simple ice tray which is available at the home, and we keep it, and we take some colored stones like these, which are available at all the stores and in all our drawing rooms, which we use for flower vases and things like that. So these are transparent stones which are of two colors. So what I can do is I can take my ice tray and I can take a marker, or I can take bindis and put it inside the hole. So one hole or one space will contain a blue bindi, the next one again a blue, the next one a green, and I can create a pattern within this ice tray. Thereafter, we'll tell the child that look at the color carefully, pick up the same color of the stone, pick it up and place it inside the ice tray. Again, the child is picking up the stone, looking at it, using his pincer grasp and putting it in the right slot. So number 1. Next is blue. Okay, so let's see where the blue one goes. Where is the blue bindi? Oh, it's in the center one. Rio, let's put it inside the center one. Let's try the next one. Which one do you want to do? Do you want to do the bottom corner, or do you want to do the right corner? Do you want to do the center one? So there are n number of words and vocabularies which you can be using with the child, which is going to help him understand how to pick up the bead. It does not have to be in a hasty manner where the child is pouncing and picking up all of them together. You need to teach the child to pick it up one at a time, and then put it in the respective space or the box one by one. So make sure that if I am using a tray which has a 3x3 pattern, that means 9 stones will be required. I should have a maximum of 10 to 11 stones in my hand. If I give him the opportunity, or if I give him the exposure to 25 or 30 huge stones kept there, then of course the child will get distracted. So this is another activity which can be done with the children at home. Next activity, which is again a very interesting one, is that of using these colored blocks, and they come in different shapes like a square, a diamond, a hexagon, and again we have taken different shoelaces. We tell the child to pick up the matching one and string it inside this. So now you can either tie it in one place, the parent can hold it in one corner and tell the child to make different shapes. Now if you have them in the same shape, you can tell him to follow patterns with colors. If you have the same color but different shapes, you can ask him to follow patterns with the shapes. So if I tell him, okay, let's make a diamond, hexagon, square, circle, diamond, hexagon, square, circle, diamond, hexagon, square, circle. So that's how the child will keep stringing all of these one by one. Or the other way could be that you can alternate between colors. Let's alternate between colors as yellow, red and blue. Yellow, red and blue. So the child will take the yellow, then the red, and then the blue. So similarly, now when the child is doing this activity, again he needs to hold the string with his index finger and the thumb. He needs to hold this counter, look at it and string it inside. So again we are encouraging eye-hand coordination, we are encouraging pincer grasp, and we are encouraging the child to complete this activity. The most important thing which you have to keep in mind is we cannot expect the child to string all of these, the entire bunch of it. You have to know that I'm going to start with at least 10 to 15 of them. And once my child is comfortable in completing those 10 to 15 of them by sitting in one place, not running around, we do not have to pull him and make him forcibly sit and do it. Only then will you increase the activity to more number of repetitions. So start with 10, 15 and go up to 20, 25, or as and when the child likes it or maybe doesn't like it. You have to keep your activity dynamic. Another thing which we use with our children in the clinic, which is very easy to use, is something which we all have at our homes, but didn't know could use it for therapy. So these are simple clothespins which are in different colors. So again, they're easy to maneuver. They shouldn't be very hard or very firm that the child cannot press them, and of different colors. So now what you can do is you can take bindis or you can take stickers and put them in a pattern on the cardboard and then tell the child to match. So say for example, if this is the pattern which I have created here, like this, and I'll tell the child to match the same color. So he has to pick up the clothespin, press it like this, look at the right color, and then put it as a correct match. Tell him, okay, let's do the next one. Red one. Let's pick up the red clothespin. Isko uthao, like this. Ask him to press it. He might use his second finger as well because, depending upon the clothespin. And then press it and put it at the right place. Good, very good. That's good matching. So this is again a very simple activity which can be performed by the kid at home. Just keep on increasing the level of complexity of this activity, and I'm sure you will gradually see that the children are increasing their attention span, they are increasing their duration of sitting while doing the activity with you. And another thing which you have to keep in mind is that do not introduce a new activity every single day. So suppose if you're starting with the piggy bank or you're starting with the beads pattern box, you need to understand that if on day 1 you're doing the piggy bank, second day again use the piggy bank but try to manipulate the activity in a different way. So say for example on day 1 you took the piggy bank and asked the child to put the coins inside like this, andar dalo. Then on day 2 maybe you can ask the child to open the piggy bank and take out all the coins which are inside and line them up or make a pile out of them or make a tower out of them. So this again is an activity which the child is going to enjoy. So take out the coins and start piling them one on top of the other. So just make sure that if every single day you are going to introduce a new toy, a new activity, the child will start expecting every new day will bring with it a new activity. And he might not like to accept that any activity is repeated. So just make sure that you're creative, make sure that you make it interesting, and make sure that you use one toy for at least 4 to 5 days. If you feel that we are running out of ideas, we do not know what to do with it more, only at that stage you bring in the next toy or the next activity. I hope these simple activities were understood by you and they will help you in engaging your child, keeping him busy, keeping him off the mobile phone, keeping him off the television, and making him learn the basic fine motor skills which are going to help him and further help him in his speech development and language learning. Thank you so much.